Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of At Home with Dan. So on this episode what I'm going to be doing is showing a couple of little basic skills. So I'm going to make one of my favourite kind of breakfast brunchy dishes, which is smoked salmon and scrambled egg on toast. So I've got some beautiful sourdough toast here from my local grocer, Dales of Malton. I've also got some fantastic free range eggs from them, some cream, touch of butter, and then obviously the smoked salmon. So hopefully the skill of today is going to be showing you how simple it is to make scrambled egg. It's a thing that a lot of people can do, obviously, and it's a thing that a lot of people, I hope, should be able to do. So this is more aimed towards the basic cooks, aimed towards maybe kids who are on their way to university or finishing up school and they just need a few extra skills so they can feed themselves when they're in their dorms and stuff at uni, really. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take a couple of slices of my beautiful sourdough here. So I'm not going to use the end bit, I'll eat that afterwards with a big lathering of butter on it. So don't be shy with the size of the slices. So beautiful sourdough. And then I'm just going to pop that into the grill. So that'll take a few minutes to cook. So in the meantime, get yourself a mixing bowl. You can use a whisk if you want, but I tend to use a fork. And then we've got our beautiful free range eggs here. So I'm just going to switch my pan on. And in my pan, I'm actually going to put butter and the cream into the pan. And I'm just going to gradually bring that up to the boil. So this is where I do things a little bit differently. A lot of people will like whisk the milk or the cream into their eggs. I put it into the pan first. It stops the eggs from sticking to the pan. So I'm just going to crack. I'm going to do 3 eggs. You can do as many eggs as you want. You can do 2, 3. So I'm going to go for 3. Crack them into there. Just going to pop them back over here. And then a touch of salt and pepper. So a couple of twists of salt. Couple of twists of pepper, white or black pepper, it doesn't really matter either way, and then give it a really good whisk up. So they're all really nicely whisked up, they're all nice and mixed together. Just going to take a spatula or a wooden spoon if you don't have spatulas. So I just want this cream and butter to melt together and boil a little bit. Just incorporate those together. And then once you can see your cream starting to bubble, starting to boil, it's ready for us to put the egg mix in. One thing with scrambled egg, you just need to have a little bit of patience. A lot of people try to do it too quickly and it kind of goes into big chunks and into an omelette or catches a little bit. So get our eggs in there, chuck all those in there. Give it a really good stir. It'll all incorporate in together. You don't have to use cream, you can use a splash of milk if you want. Me being a chef, I tend to have a fridge full of cream and butter. It's what most of us chefs use. So now it's just a case of just gently. So I'm doing this over quite a low heat. And you can see it's starting to scramble a bit. It starts to catch to the bottom, but you just keep it moving around. And I think one thing a lot of people do, and it's personal preference as well, but from a chef's point of view, when we're taught to make scrambled egg, and it's one I did 3 years at college. My first week was literally just making eggs. And before I went to college, the only way I actually knew how to make scrambled egg was in a microwave. Quite depressing to say, but it's how we used to do it at home. And it always comes out like rubber and in big chunks, and it's bloody awful, to be honest. And then I got taught at college that actually the egg's meant to be slightly undercooked, so quite soft. And I know a lot of people don't like that because they think it's not great for you to have an undercooked egg. But actually what it is because eggs are so delicate, if you serve them up slightly undercooked, by the time you've eaten them or taken them to your table, the residual temperature in the eggs is probably going to carry on cooking it. Right guys, I'm just going to grab a plate I'm going to take our toast out to the grill. Pop that onto our plate, just like that, beautiful. Give our eggs a final kind of stir around. And you can see they're still quite soft around the outside, but that's exactly what scrambled eggs meant to be like. If you want it to be cooked a little bit further, that's fine. Cook it to your preference, to your taste. But for me, that's perfect. Still nice and soft, nice and creamy, really unctuous and velvety. We're just going to pop that onto our toast. So if you don't like smoked salmon, perfect scrambled egg on toast. There you go. But if you do love smoked salmon like I do, there you go. So it's as easy as that. Hopefully that's a nice basic skill that everybody can have a go at, the kids can have a go at. Teach them how to make scrambled egg properly, not in a microwave. Although, if that's how you like it, carry on doing it like that. I'm not telling you it's not how to do it, I'm just telling you this is the best way to do it. So beautiful smoked salmon scrambled egg. Enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and happy cooking.